dedicated to the great outdoors. It's Southern Woods and Waters with Hugh McNaughton. Southern Woods and Waters is brought to you by Gander Mountain, Greenform Construction, the Burns Insurance Group, Cunningham Buick GMC, Nashville Marine, America's Motorsports. And now, here's Hugh.
All right, welcome everyone. I'm Hugh McNaughton.
And I'm Brandon Dowdy.
And we are
Southern Woods and Waters.
Still.
Hanging in there
for
tight
another
now.
week.
That's right.
We're doing
That's
good.
right.
Doing good. What about the temperature?
The temperature's been fantastic, but you know
Except
how it
for
normally
today.
works. Well, you know how it normally works, though. We got 2 weeks down in the 60s and gets everybody all excited and ready to go.
Deer season.
And then deer season opens, it goes back up to 90.
90.
So
Yes, sir.
it's a typical year in Tennessee.
It's hard to kill a deer when you're doing this.
That's right. wiping your brow.
Wiping and fighting skeeters. That blood.
But it's worth it. We'll still be out there doing it. It'll be all right.
If it's 90, it ain't going.
Hey, the biggest deer I saw last year was 96 degrees when I shut the door on the truck.
That's what you get for hunting out of the truck. I'm telling you, I'd do the same thing if I could.
Just had to let him go, right?
Have to let him go.
Yeah.
Hey, we've got a great show for you lined up tonight because these guys really aren't representing their company so much tonight as they are. They're going to help you be a better bow hunter.
Yeah.
As far as your equipment's concerned. Now, we can't do much about your form and all that. We can give you clues and tips and things like that that'll make you a better shooter, possibly. But your equipment, you've got to have that faith in it, Brandon.
It's huge.
I mean, when I open my
Confidence
case
is
up,
key.
when I open up my bow case, there's angelic voices come from that bow.
That's right. And that confidence, whether it's your bow, your rifle, whatever it
And
is.
somebody
I mean,
even
you
said
gotta have
Gabriel was blowing his horn when I opened
trumpet. You could hear trumpet
You can hear
sounding.
the trumpet sound. But that's where the confidence level is.
It is, yeah.
Because if I'm confident with how my equipment's doing, then I'm subject to be able to shoot better.
Yeah. When it comes to crunch time, there's not near as much thought to the process. You've practiced, you know everything's tight, arrows are ready to go, your strings ready to go, you know, and you know when you stand up you're going to make a good shot. The confidence is just, it makes all the difference in the world. And
Andy was checking his out the other day. We were driving the truck at 55 miles an hour. He's in the back end and he said he could hit that target. So there's a little windage compensation.
Little windage compensation.
But
that's what he said it felt like when they were hunting those antelope.
that's right. Introduce our guest to us tonight.
To my left here, I've got Eric Hoffman, and Eric is with Precision Archery, I guess. And Eric actually did some work on my bow just a few weeks ago, and I've been thoroughly impressed. And then on the other side of Eric here, we have Derek Hunter with Hunter Archery, and Hunter Archery is out of Sparta, Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
And up there in White County. So these guys are here tonight, and they're full of knowledge when it comes to archery, and just making sure folks are set up right and ready to go to the woods and have everything taken care of from a confidence standpoint, like you said, but also from a safety standpoint. Make sure everything's safe and ready to go, so there's no surprises. So,
well, we're going to start off with Eric then, because Eric, we're talking generalities because we can't really get a whole lot of specifics, but generally, people that are going to bow hunt should have had those bows out already.
Should have had them out already. Yes,
They
sir.
should be practicing with them. Tell us, though, things that you look for. When you first bring a bow or first trying it out, I always check the limbs. I want to see if there's any splinters or anything. I want to check my axles. I want to check my cams, but I'll need you to elaborate on that.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately when someone brings their bow into me to be serviced, first thing I inspect is, is their D-loop still in good condition? Is there serving intact? Is there separation? Is there, I'm checking their timing and things like that. Now, a lot of these things, I basically want to cover what someone can pull their bow out and visually inspect and see.
Right.
And then they can bring it to, they can bring it to Derek, bring it to myself, bring it to a qualified archery tech. But like I just said, I mean, we're looking at our servings. We're looking at the servings that go around the cams. If there's separation, we're looking at servings where the string meets the bow on the cams, on the cable guard.
Even the cable stops.
Even the cable stops. Yeah, all those areas. You know, your wear points are going to be obviously where the string meets the cams, where the D-loop meets the string. So visual inspection, see if there's any fuzzy string, see if there's any serving separation. And there, you made a good point as well. Inspect your limbs for any split, any fractures, even the slightest bit of fracture.
Anything.
You need anything. You can't take it for granted. No. It could lead to serious injury. You know, a lot of folks these days, they'll go into some of the bigger box stores and they'll walk out with a bow. And they may not be fit. It might not fit them just yet. They may need more adjustments. I see time and time again, people come in and they pull their bow back. It's not timed. Timing means that both the top and bottom cam rotate at the same time, and if it's not timed, you're not going to get the optimal performance out of the bow. There again, it's not the right draw length because they haven't been set up properly. You know. And
I got to say, when that big 10-pointer walks out, that's not the time for you to slap that string on your sleeve and find out that it's going to go way to the left.
No, we owe it to the animals we hunt to go out there with confidence and know that our equipment's going to perform the way it needs to.
What I've been trying to tell people is I like to tell people I still shoot a bent arm. I believe that a bent arm, even though I may have long arms and be a 31-inch draw, I still bring it back a ½ inch. If I can shoot a 30.5, then I've got a bent arm. That arm's out of the way.
Sure.
Even if I wear a jacket, or because I'm gonna be honest with you, LBL, I've hunted LBL 7 degrees. You're gonna put some clothing on, I promise. But I want that bow arm out of the way of my shot. People don't think about that as much anymore like they used to. The strawberries. Yes, sir.
They'll remember it after they get a few.
They'll get a couple of those, they'll remember.
It'll teach you a quick lesson on them.
That's right.
D-loops, I also want to say that a D-loop is for your release aid.
Absolutely.
Whether it be a jaw type or a lever type, but that's what it's for. A lot of people are going to it. It does seem to increase the accuracy. For me, it did. But it also allowed, when I did shorten my draw length because of it made this a whole lot easier to let go of. So,
absolutely.
What I'm trying to tell people is a bow tech is priceless for somebody that's getting into it, wants to have the same setups, the same advantages that Brandon and I do. We work with them all the time, but the same advantages. A bow tech is priceless, so they can go see either of you guys and help them out, right?
Correct.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just can't stress on you enough the safety factor. The cables, I've heard horror story after horror story of cables breaking, getting frayed, get back at full draw, and that thing blow, and you just would not imagine
some serious
the amount
injuries
of parts.
have come from that too.
Well, I've seen arrows go through people's hands, stuff like that, because your hand is out there
and,
with that broad.
And a simple inspection could stop something like that. You know, you take it to somebody like these guys, and they're liable to catch something that you miss. You know, I mean, they look at this stuff every day. Just like you know, you need to get your vehicle inspected before you take off on a long road trip.
That's exactly
you want the right person looking at it. You know, and that's the same way it goes with guys like these.
Eric, something else I wanted to bring up too is people need another set of strings to go with them and cables. They may not have a vise, but if they got another set, they could also always take it to another bow shop and have them put it on for them.
Not have that downtime.
You not have the downtime, especially if you're going to go somewhere.
Yeah, they are made to suit, or made to order.
That's right.
So there is a lead time on these strings, but absolutely, if you have a backup set.
Carry a backup set with you, and because the string, to me, anytime you're missing, and I do, I've got fixed blade broadheads is what I like. You pull that thing out of a quiver and you accidentally
Slightest touch.
look around there and something just moved and you hit that, it's going to go bam.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So-
Make for an interesting hunt.
It makes for a very interesting
quick end to
coming
a
down
hunt.
that stand too,
Yeah,
shakes and
yeah,
everything.
that's right.
Hey, we got to do our Facebook.
We do. You know, we just want to touch like we do every week. Just keep coming to us on Facebook. More and more people are following us every week. Send us some pictures. Get on there and ask us some questions. Just let us know what's going on in your neck of the woods. We've been
I
getting
want to
lots
say
of
thank
lots
you to
of
the
trail cam
72
pictures.
new people that we got following us this
Yeah,
week.
thank you. You know, this
I was
week
one of them.
72.
Yeah, that's right. Derek's one of them.
Yeah, Derek's one of them. But yeah, get over there and visit us on Facebook, and come over there and give us a like. We've got a lot of things going on there.
Ask us some questions. We'd love to hear from you.
You know, we'd love to hear from you. Send us a message or whatever works best for you. We got to take a break. We'll see you back here in just a minute.